Geminis, welcome to your extended readings. Wow, is what I want to say. Thank you, first of all, so much for being here on Patreon and in the YouTube members area. Just thank you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you for all that you do. The extra that you give supports so many people because you support my free online library, and that's what makes it free. Makes it possible for that resource to be available for anyone who needs to use it. Thank you on my behalf, and thank you on anyone's behalf who has connected in and found it a valuable resource. Tons of love and thank you. Now let's move on with your reading, which is a bit wow, I think. It really feels like there is opportunity for you to enter a new chapter of your life and really take charge of it. So whatever this is meaning for you, and we will see what cards come through, let's get to it. My lovely Geminis, this feels like you are in a space of possibility as one kind of part of your world, one phase of life is coming to an end. Look at that. Rebirth, your first card. You can reinvent yourself. Wow. Open to the rewards of change. You have the brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. This is actually significant and amazing. Your number cards, you have Karma. Okay, 1919. So this is karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycles, changes, rebirth. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so they don't repeat in the future. Make space for new experiences. Okay, very interesting. We have 3333, social skills, hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, enthusiasm. Well, that's certainly what I've been picking up on. It says the problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life. Since your luck may be about to change, it is time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. We then have 0202, act on your idea. Realistic and practical approach to goals. Divine timing, ambition, cooperation, discipline. You have the benefit of good fortune, and if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. In this place, you can reach new heights. You should act upon your potential when you see this pattern, since what you plant will grow. You're about to experience a spectacular ascent. Wow. One phase of life is coming to an end and a new is beginning, Gemini. That is absolutely the case. Now, more than that, I think that there is something specific that you could follow, that you could go for. That's the better way of saying it. There is something specific that you can go for. Now, if you're still wrapping things up or feeling like stuff is still going on, I think it's going to sort itself out very quickly in February. I think you'll find that something is naturally coming to a conclusion, and there you are in this space of possibility. And then in the middle of this space of possibility, there is something, look at the butterfly here, choices and decisions. There is something that if you want to, you can go for it. It's your choice. You have conscious free will and choice. But there's something you can go for. And I feel it's like the climate is right. It's like when you sow seeds. If you sow seeds on barren ground, it's harder for them to grow. One or two might grow, or if you sow them in the wrong season, then they don't grow, or one or two might still sprout. But if you grow them when the conditions are perfect, you get a real wonderful germination rate. And I feel like that's where you're at. You're in a space where you can germinate. Let's draw your tarot cards, actually. Let's ask for information about this incredible space of possibility for my Geminis. What might be on the horizon? What might be possible? What can Geminis do? Can we have a ton of information for my Geminis, please? Let's see what we have. Oh, wow. So we have the Two of Swords, which is about making choices and decisions. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles. We then have the 7, no, the 8. Is that right? Yeah, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. I was counting 7, but of course he has one in his hand. Oh, and the King of Coins. Beautiful souls, if you have a hobby and you've never, ever, ever felt that you could go for it, or you've always doubted whether it could really, it would take off or it would flourish, this is the time to go for it. I think this is the time when you can absolutely go for it. I think you might be worried about whether it will succeed or not. But there is definitely something around you that you can seize the moment. And actually, bearing in mind the energy that I spoke about at the beginning of the video, this really is, the timing is actually quite primed anyway. For you, it's even more primed. I don't know why astrologically I'd have to look at your sign. But what's coming through in the reading is that it really is primed for you to seize the moment and grasp something, like with both hands, grasp something you want with both hands and make it happen. You have the Five of Swords, which is really making a choice, I think. This feels like a clean slate almost. It's very interesting. Karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycles, changes, rebirth. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. This is about choosing to... It is literally choosing to let go of something, to do it differently. There's a real shift and a real opportunity for you to choose to operate like through a different lens, or to take different actions. Now, this could, for some of you, indicate that you've had some thinking patterns that are in the way, or that you have struggled to feel empowered, or that there's something you really want to do but you never ever follow it through because you're anxious about whether it will work or not. But this is really suggesting a chapter of your world is coming to an end. You don't have to be worrying about this. The worry is part of the cycle. Now, you've got the King and the Queen of Coins. So we are talking about abundance. We're talking about success. Also could be a relationship of some sort here for some of you. I'm going to draw some romance cards as well for those that are interested in that. We also have the 10 of Swords. Okay. What I'm seeing here, this is a general reading, but for some of you, this is about putting down those internal thinking patterns that really cause you to feel persecuted, where you feel that people think badly of you, or and indeed if you have experienced some real situations where people have talked you out of following something that you actually really wanted to do. This is time to take action and grasp the thing with both hands that you actually do want to do. And this is not about what other people think. It's like putting that behind you. Even if you quietly do it, there's definitely an opportunity here. Because we have the King and Queen and the 8 as well, this is doing something that you really want to do. It's got nothing to do with anyone else. And I almost feel for some of you, it's really choosing to, it's like the biggest choice of all is the fact that you're choosing to do something that you want, as opposed to choosing to do something that other people would deem to be what you should or shouldn't be doing. It's owning your own agency. Owning your own empowerment. I feel I'm getting less information about what it actually is, and a definite rubber stamp to letting go of a karmic pattern where you comply or you do what you think is expected. This is about doing what's right for you. If it sings to your heart, this is the thing to do. Wow. Far more information about this than the actual stuff, but we'll see what else comes through. Okay, we have opportunity, wow, and be assertive. Wow, 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 wow. Again, this is about doing what's right for you, not what other people think. Couldn't be clearer, but look at the gold coming down here. If you have a job opportunity in front of you and one looks, I don't know, one looks more stable, but it just doesn't sing to your heart. And yet another one looks perhaps slightly more uncertain, but it's exciting, it's amazing. You just know you want to do it. Or there are two courses in front of you. If you're planning to go to do a training, and there's a training and you think, oh, you know, I'd love to do that, but, and there's lots of buts. On the other hand, there's something else you could do and it's like, well, you know, that might make logical sense, but you know, there's just no heart in it. It's the one with the heart in it that you need to follow. That's the one to follow. And it's going to work for you. It could well be a hobby that you turn into a career pathway. It may be something that people around you might not have approved of. But, you know, you just want to do it. You just want to do it. Wow. You may even be stepping out of your comfort zone, but I think this is so exciting. I really, really do. What else do we have? Let's look at these two. These two have come through together. We have Field of Dreams, wow, and Moonlight. Again, what an affirmation. What an affirmation. This really is something that there is a real opportunity for you in February as one chapter of your life ends. A new one is literally beginning. Opportunity is knocking on your door. How incredible. I mean, this is really, really worth investing in. Now, with the Moonlight card, this card always makes me think about, what's that saying, when we're moonlighting, we're doing more than one job. You may even be thinking, I don't know quite how I'm going to achieve that. But this is where, actually, in the first part of your reading, it suggested that you might get some support or a pocket of money, or someone would come along and assist you. This is like, I think it's a challenge in a way, my lovely Geminis, because, and the challenge is simply because it's kind of like, can you dare to believe that you can have this? Whatever it is for you, can you dare to allow yourself to believe that you can manifest this? That this is absolutely possible for you? Can you dare to believe it? And therefore make a choice accordingly. To be assertive, to empower yourself, to empower, own your own sovereignty, own your own agency, and say, that's what I want, and I'm going to go for it. I don't want to do this, I want to do this. Wow. Let's see if we can get any further information. Let's draw from another tarot pack. Just see what else. Can we get any details about this for my lovely Geminis? Could we have details about how this might emerge or what it might be? Okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles. It's like the dark horse of the race. Okay, yeah, Ace of Wands. This might almost come out of the shadows. There's another card here for you. Ace of two aces. Wowzer. Okay, my goodness me. Seriously, wow. This is like, it's like the dark horse of the race. You've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is absolutely a fantastic new beginning. Creativity, magical. Oh, excuse me, I burped. I do apologise. The Ace of Wands, this is like, it's creative. It could even be a spark of an idea that you get. That you, again, it's what really counts is the passion. It's the heart energy. But I do think it leads you to a pathway that is connected to your career or how you earn your money. Especially with the Knight of Pentacles. But this dark horse of the race, it almost feels like it either comes out of the shadows, it's unexpected. You could get an unexpected windfall and it's like, wow, I've always wanted to do that. That's what I'm going to invest it in. For the first time ever, I don't have to try and run 2 jobs. I can go for it because I have this unexpected windfall and this will pay for it. Okay, we have, how interesting that we have the 5 of Swords again. Really interesting energy, look. We have the 2 of Swords again. We have the 10 of Swords again. We have the King of Wands. I think what we're being shown here, lovely Geminis, is the way your month pans out. It's like the process to go through. Okay, I'm seeing this. I'm also seeing this one, this one, this one, and the one on the 2 on the reverse. Okay, right. Magician. Okay, I'll look at these in a moment. I think this is how this emerges. So along it comes unexpectedly, an opportunity that you didn't really see coming, but it also comes at a time when something else in your world is at a pivotal turning point. Perhaps you've got time, space, energy that you hadn't expected. Perhaps a job is ending. Perhaps if you had a second job, it's ending. Something is shifting and changing. Knight of Pentacles. Along it comes the dark horse of the race, and you think, wow, that looks amazing. This is where you're feeling it in your heart. And likewise, you may even be given the resources, some unexpected windfall. There's something already passionately that you want to do. Unexpectedly, someone gives you something that means you can commit to it. You can go for it. I think you then go through this whole kind of state of deliberation. Do I, don't I? Should I, shouldn't I? Your reading is suggesting it might be an amazing choice to go for it, but it is your choice. You have a conscious free will and choice. But this is about empowering yourself, being assertive, giving yourself permission to go for it. But I do feel there is a bit of a deliberation around it. I think you perhaps then reach a moment where you think, do you know what, I am. It's like choosing to let go of self-doubt, inhibitions, stuff that's in the way. It is like you suddenly make a choice to be your own master, to make a decision to really take charge of the seeds you want to sow, because you know there is a future waiting for you and you want that. We then have the King of Swords. Yeah, so I see you making a very resolute choice, and we have the Tower. Yep. Gosh, big decisions. We then have the 5 of Cups and the Page of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I do think it is this reaching a point of decision. Do you know the funniest thing ever here, really? We have the 8 of Swords as well, which suggests this will move forwards very quickly. I actually think even if you are deliberating and thinking, should I, shouldn't I, I'd love to, but I can't, I think something will come along to almost nudge you into embracing that choice. And it happens quite quickly. Because, so it would almost be like if there's an opportunity and you get some resources and you've always wanted to follow through with something, and you think, God, I've got the resources, but gosh, can I really, really give up my day job? I don't want to give up the security. Even though I've got the money to do this, I don't feel I can do that. You know, all of the deliberating. And then suddenly, you know, your boss comes along and says, oh, by the way, you're going to be made redundant. Well, where did that come from? But actually, suddenly it's like, well, you are clearly being nudged. You've already got the resources, and now you're going to get a redundancy pay as well. So now is the time to actually sow that those seeds for that field of dreams. something comes along that makes it possible. And it's almost as though I almost feel that whatever you don't grasp, the change will come anyway. An opportunity will come to you and you will be nudged towards it. And I kind of almost feel if you're not nudged, you'll almost get an almighty great shove towards it. If you're one of those moments, this is the karmic element coming in here. You know, when you if your pattern is to step away because you're anxious or not feeling confident, this is just going to push you. I think sometimes the universe gives us a nudge. If we kind of miss that opportunity, the universe might give us an almighty great shove. Eventually, it's like a brick to the head. It's happening. You know, you are doing it. I kind of feel that's the energy around. I think this new beginning is coming one way or the other. This is almost like, will you embrace it easily, or will you wait karmically to be shoved into it? But I am honestly seeing this happening. And with the Page of Wands, we've got really a lovely, young, youthful. There's vitality. There's passion. There's creativity. And I think once this, whatever comes along, once this happens, it happens fast. There's sort of no stopping you, really. That's what we're seeing here, no stopping you. Now, I suppose it could, for some of you, connect to a relationship. In all honesty, everything here feels much more career and work orientated, if I'm truly honest. Though there could be elements of like house moving or, you know, stuff that's going on immediately around you, that, you know, because I am seeing career, money, you know, finances around this. This feels like a big deal. But it's actually very, very interesting and very clear, your reading. I'm actually going to draw just a few romance cards for you, just for anyone that's wanting to ask about relationship. So my lovely Geminis, let's draw some romance angel cards and see how we are seeing relationships for you. Maybe your work is taking a precedence. Right, you deserve love, you are lovable. So if the energy flow is to do with love, could be there is a new relationship on the horizon. This would be about you removing patterns within you that say you don't deserve it. May we please ask for my lovely Geminis for more information. We have give your relationship a chance. How very, very interesting. You deserve love. Give your relationship a chance and free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, which is what this is about. What I do think, if any of you are experiencing relationship difficulties, or indeed you're in a place where you're feeling like it's never going to happen, give it a chance. Believe in it. Okay? Even if you are working through an ending of a relationship, then do it well. In my therapy days, when I used to work with couples. I used to do a lot of work with couples, and I used to say to people, I have no investment in you staying together. That's not my job. It's not for me to decide your direction. It's for you to decide your direction. But whatever we do, I'd like us to do it well. You know, if you're going to stay together, let's do it well. If you're going to part company, let's do it well. And especially if you have children, let's do it well, because you'll still be keeping in touch. You'll still have a relationship. And I feel this is all about you embracing the opportunity to do something differently and to have the results that you desire. Free yourself, taking back control. If you are in a relationship and things aren't good, then it's time to negotiate, but from a position where you know you deserve love. And if you're looking for a new relationship, it's again the time to acknowledge that you deserve this and to give relationships a chance. It's the same kind of energy that's around you, Gemini. The energy is the energy. And although most of this seems to, in your reading, point to money, career, finances, health, home, that kind of stuff, the energy is absolutely the same within relationships too. It's something drawing to a close. So if there's a period of aloneness, or a period of a relationship not being great, or indeed of a period of a relationship reaching a point where it needs to move to the next level, however it is about you honouring and owning that you deserve love, you deserve to have something that it's the shape you desire, to be assertive within this, to not be a sitting duck or an idle partner, to be, and I don't mean idle as in lazy, I mean idle as in letting the other person have control. It's time for you to be a really active participant in the shape of the world you want to create. And my Geminis, that is both in relationships and in all other areas of your life. A phase of your world is coming to an end, naturally. And the universe is gently urging you to use this space and to know that you can manifest what you desire. And also kind of acknowledging, if you don't seize this moment, karma paying you a visit, the universe will probably give you a bit of a shove so that you do. And that's no bad thing, because this is a space of profound possibility. And it feels as though there is so much coming your way in terms of possibility, of joy, of abundance, of rebirth, of empowerment, of sovereignty, of just so much good stuff. Wow. Geminis, this is, I think, a really, really interesting and very significant month for you. Feels like a really big turning point. Now, remember the overall flow of energy for the month. It starts off it being reasonably steady, but then it intensifies. I think it's the intensifying half of the month when I think things could move very quickly. So either stuff that you are initiating is going to really, opportunities are really opening for you, or you kind of get a bit of a shove and sort of pushed to have to make some choices. Either way, this is really providential for you. This is meant to happen. It's about your own desires being met and your ownership of those desires. Lovely Geminis, I sort of feel this is probably all that we need to know at this moment. Wish you an amazing month. For those of you that have inquired about the tarot course, I spoke about it in the last extended readings. We had a bit of a glitch with the website. I'm just going to give you an update. If that's not of interest to you, then do disappear and or indeed press the pause button, and so you don't have to listen to me if you still want to look at your cards. But for those that are interested, I am definitely opening the doors to a second cohort of students, and very soon. I had expected for that all to be live. We had a website issue with the new website that we are moving to, and therefore things have been slower than I had expected. But I will be making an announcement really soon. Doors will be opening for those of you that are interested in that course. It's a phenomenal course. I mean, it's all about learning to not just to read cards, but reading at a professional level with opportunity to develop a career. Having said that, if you're brand new and you just want to learn to read the cards, it's also amazing. You will just learn to read the cards. You'll just learn to read them really, really well. It really is an amazing course. If it is of interest, watch this space. I will make a video announcement here on Patreon and in the YouTube membership area, because there will be a massive discount for those of you that are interested. And also I will be, gosh, I've lost the plot. What was I going to say? Yes, I will also send out an email. So if you're on any of my email lists, you'll also hear about it. Beautiful souls, tons of love. Gemini, this looks to be really, really exciting for you. So I almost want to say fasten your seatbelt. But yeah, keep us posted. Let us know what's happening in the comments. Tons of love, Gemini.